If you want to make any food item taste sweet, then what you will add? Well, the obvious answer is sugar. It's the most common and basic ingredient in kitchen. Scientifically, sugar is categorized into three categories: monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides, here mono words mean single. These are one molecule sugar. These are glucose that we normally found in all food items, fructose from fruit sugar, and galactose from milk. Disaccharides are made through two linked monosaccharides together. These are also of three types: sucrose, made from glucose and fructose, also known by the name of table sugar; lactose, from glucose plus galactose, as galactose is included, so it's also known by the name of milk sugar; maltose, from two molecules of glucose and also known by malt sugar; fructose, as we know, is obtained from fruits such as sugarcane and beetroot. This is the most common sugar that you find in any kitchen, and hence also called table sugar. Third category we have is polysaccharides, where more than 10 monosaccharides are linked together. For example, starch or glucose polymer. Well, for your knowledge, these all types belong to the family of carbohydrates. Well, yeah, I know, let's not go deeper into this sugar science. Simply focus on what kind of sugar we use at home or in a hotel or restaurant. Well, it's sucrose, that is also called table sugar. So in this video, simply the term sugar means I am referring to sucrose or table sugar. Honey and fruits are the major source of natural sugar. Of all sugar, beets and sugar canes have the most concentrated sucrose and makes them ideal for commercial extraction to make refined sugar that we all use at home. It generally does not contain any preservative or additives. Now in this video we will focus only the most common type of sugar that is used in kitchen. Granulated sugar. It is the most widely available sugar type in the market. It is the refined white sugar with medium-sized crystals. We mostly use it for sweetening drinks at home. There is also sugar with large size of crystals than granulated sugar that we call sanding sugar. It has large granules that don't readily dissolve when exposed to heat or moisture. Sanding sugar isn't typically mixed into any recipe, rather it's used for decoration and you can find it in a wide array of colors. Now there is a sugar with larger granules than sanding sugar and much larger than granulated sugar called coarser sugar, which makes it stronger and more heat resistant. Primarily, it's used for decorating candy and dessert, as it can be found in a wide variety of color, hence also known as decorating sugar. Now let's move back to granulated sugar. If we break these granulated medium-sized crystals into very fine crystals, then we get castor sugar. The major difference you will see in the size of crystals. Granulated are medium and castor sugar has very fine crystals. Due to fine crystals, castor sugar can be easily and quickly dissolved as compared to granulated sugar. And yes, one more thing, castor sugar term is used in Australia and UK, while in US it is instead known as superfine sugar or baker's sugar, as the smaller crystals are also helpful when creaming together butter and sugar, resulting in a fluffier texture. Well, if you don't find castor sugar in market, you can easily break down granulated sugar into castor sugar with the help of food processor. Next is icing sugar. Icing sugar is a very fine powdered sugar with added little anti-caking agent such as corn flour or cornstarch. It is widely used in bakery and confectionery like cake decorating ingredients such as fondant and flour paste, and in candies like peppermint patties or buttermints, hence also known as confectioner sugar. Now there is one more type, pure icing sugar, means icing sugar without anti-caking agent. It is often used in making macarons as it gives a crisper texture, but it does often also require a double sift to remove lumps before you use it. Now some people also call it powder sugar as it is in powder form. One more thing, don't get confused between castor sugar and icing sugar. In castor sugar, you will find very fine crystals which are visible to naked eyes, while icing sugar is in pure powder form. Next we have brown sugar. As the name says, it's brown in color. Its brown color is due to the presence of molasses. Molasses is a dark, sweet, viscous type of liquid that we get during the refining process of sugar. Boiling and reducing sugar cane juice yields two products, sugar crystals and a liquid syrup. That liquid syrup is called molasses. You must have seen the making process of jaggery or gur in Hindi. That liquid gur is a kind of molasses. Brown sugar is also seems damp, or its moist nature is due to the presence of this molasses. It's also available in market as molasses syrup and used for sweetness and adding flavor. You can also prepare brown sugar at home just by adding the molasses in the granulated sugar and mixing it well until it's evenly distributed. Light brown sugar has less molasses content, and higher the molasses content, darker the color of the sugar. Now talking about some of the famous sugar based on molasses. Two of the most confusing sugars are Demerara sugar and turbinado sugar. Both are minimally processed sugar extracted from sugarcane and retains some molasses part, which gives golden brown color to both these sugar. Now what's the difference? Demerara sugar obtained from British colony of Demerara, now called Guyana. So it's very popular in England, while in US people use turbinado sugar incomparable to Demerara sugar. Well, the major difference is in the amount of molasses. Turbinado sugar has greater amount of molasses than Demerara sugar as it is made from first pressing of sugar cane. The more molasses amount gives slightly darker and stronger flavor. It is mainly used in sweetening beverages and can also be used in baking. On the other hand, in Demerara sugar, due to less molasses, it has a kind of toffee caramel flavor. Crystal size or granules of Demerara are slightly larger than turbinado sugar. Demerara creates crunchy texture, so it's ideal for topping baking goods such as muffins or scones, and also used to sweeten hot beverages such as tea, coffee, and even dissolved into hot cereals. Next we have Muscovado sugar. As compared to all brown sugar we discussed so far, it is unrefined cane sugar with high amount of molasses. It is very dark brown in color. Sugar crystals are little larger than regular brown sugar, and texture is stickier due to its moist nature. Due to high molasses, its deep brown hue and moist texture add a robust flavor to drinks and confections such as gingerbread, coffee cake, fudge, etc. Now let's talk about some of the famous liquid sugar. The first one is molasses. As we discussed earlier, is a thick dark syrup created from extracted sugarcane into sugar. Molasses has a sweet, smoky, robust flavor and lends itself well to cookies, baked beans, and barbecued meat. Sorghum syrup, made from sorghum grass. Stalks have a higher sugar content. Available as sweet sorghum in market, it's also available in granulated form. Maple syrup, made from sap of mature sugar maple tree. In USA, it is popularly served with flapjack, a kind of American pancakes. In Canada, maple leaf is also in Canadian flag. Maple syrup is often used as a condiment for pancakes, waffles, French toast, oatmeal, etc. It is also used as an ingredient in baking and as a sweetener or flavoring agent. Honey. We all know about bees' honey. One property of the honey that it is very useful in cookery and bakery is its ability to retain water. Cakes and cookies that have honey as an ingredient will retain their moisture for a fairly longer time. Corn syrup. Corn syrup is made from the starch of corn, mainly consists of glucose. It is mainly used in commercial production of foodstuffs. As glucose powder is also sold in market by the name of dextrose as an alternative of regular sugar.